Love them knives here. Remette. We got the woodpecker. You like crystallized titanium? Well, do you, punk? Wow, these come in a lot of different colors. Remette's just been kicking it out. The gravity knife they made 2 different gravity knives. And they made a smaller one, and then they made a bigger one. And then they've made a lot of knives, or not a lot of knives, but several knives that are hiding the hardware. They're hiding it. They don't want you to see it. It's a nice clean look, though, isn't it? And so this is one of them. See any screws? No. But don't worry, you'll get screwed. You'll get screws, because just do that, and then you will. Now, this is kind of an interesting thing. I think I saw this at SHOT Show at the Remette booth, where they were showing me that, they were doing this kind of thing, right? So, slide it back on. Obviously, they have changed this. I think there was a previous model or previous variant of this that had come out, and it didn't have this little release, okay? This little release that's kind of spring-loaded, where you can push that down and let this scale go easier. And you can see that these screws are up in the air. They need to be able to make contact here and slide in to place. So it's interesting how that all comes together, isn't it? And you can see where the little top nub is right here. See? This pushes down. It's spring-loaded. It's a separate little piece here. All right? And it pushes down to get out of the way of this, because you got to slide the scale forward to remove it. And you can see where this little nub locks in up here, and then push it down, it releases and allows it to bob back up and be slid forward a little bit. And it only takes a little bit to get it to where it'll release. And so, just like this, if I've got this right, okay, there we go. And so, just slide it back, and it's in place. Now, it's not going anywhere. It's just a knife. It's a knife. It's a woodpecker. It's not just a knife. And let's see if it does what it's supposed to be doing, which is M390. And yeah, it'll work. It'll work. Got a nice little sharp blade out of here, but this crystallized titanium, supposedly, I don't know much about the process of doing that. It looks cool when they anodize it, doesn't it? Supposedly, it makes it harder, maybe less likely to get snail trails. You know what I'm saying? Rubs and snail trails. I'm sure you can scratch it if you tried. And actually, it's got a little bit of, yeah. It's hardly noticeable, though, isn't it? But kind of a texturing along here. Yeah, wow. It's a liner lock. It's right-hand tip-up only, and there's for your lanyard, and there's your back spacer. And it's basically, I think, a sub-3-inch blade, or right at 3, one or the other. Let me get... You call it. I mean, you could argue, hey, Mr. Officer, that is 2.9, or whatever, or however you want to, or 3.2, however you want to go with that. It's 7 inches overall, which is what, 17.5 centimeters, something like that. Liner lockup is pretty hardy there, isn't it? They had something else to say about this also. So let's take this off. What are we looking at as far as the locking mechanism here? Now, this is interesting. I don't know if this is standard protocol on most titanium liner locks, but that does seem like a pretty good lockup on that. Let me look at this. Let me look at this. Okay. So, yeah, something about that. And let me show you the paperwork because they're bragging about it. Woodpecker folding knife, crystallized. We already know that, right? Different colors were available. They've been sold out temporarily. I mean, I don't know when they'll be back in stock. Right now, they're sold out. Of course, I have to do this when they're sold out, right? And then this gives you the overall length and all this in the reverse tanto style flat grind blade, okay? Cage ceramic bearings, locking mechanism. Okay, so detachable handle, we already know about that. And then M390 steel, crystal titanium, I get it. Portable, mini, all that. I saw something where they were getting into the disassembly. Oh, that's the disassembly lock here for this up here. All right, so other than that, no, I guess you're right. It's just a regular liner lock. It seems like it really kicks over there and does make good contact. And there's the liner. So the liner, I mean, these are kind of a pain in the ass from what I understand to make. I mean, it's easier to make a frame lock in titanium than to do this. But there it clicks on, and have we shoved it back? No, we haven't, but we are going to. And if you notice, you'll see that kind of bump when it comes back in place. It's really difficult to see, but yeah, it slides right under, and those screws retain it with pressure, and it's on. So I don't see how you would easily detach that. So I'm not worried about it. I do prefer the look of no hardware. And you can expose the hardware and disassemble it as you wish. And it's a front flipper, and it flips really nice, and it's got lots of jimping and really a nice big flipper tab. Blade to handle length is great. It's centered. No lock rock or blade play going. And so it's sharp out of the box, and it's easy to finger flick, so it's nice and fidgety. There she drops. Boom, just like that. Okay, now, how much does she weigh? And then I think, let's do a disassembly. Let's kind of take a look a little bit. 4 ounces. That's not bad, but it's not a big knife. Okay, so, and then 114 grams. It's not bad for a titanium knife. Now, is it slender in the pocket? Tell me. 12.2 millimeters at 0.48. Yeah, that's pretty slender in the pocket. This is 0.11, so it's 3 millimeter blade steel. Then you could put one of those tritium sticks in there, I think. Don't you think? I think. And let me look this over a little bit. Well, it's definitely not billboarded up too bad. It really small letters says Remette and M390. It's a pretty classy looking knife. Feels good in the hand. Should be a nice, discreet carry knife, right? I mean, there it goes. I've got tiny hands too. Tiny. Just kidding. But, man, it's cutting all the way back, isn't it? If you're an anti-choil person, baby, you done hit the promised land. Nice design. Nice looking. super fidget friendly. Drop it down, cut your finger off, no problem. It's a little blood between friends. And it does, it drops in place, but you like to front flip. This front flip's pretty damn nice, so I think you're gonna like that too. But I middle finger flick, so I go like that. Woo, dog. Yeah, but, and everybody's got one. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Now, I don't know what size drivers I'll need to take this front scale off. Oh, by the way, maybe none. And here it goes. So, yeah, presentation side. What's up with you? And the little okay? Kind of weird. Now, you going to tell me these are number 6s? Nah. So let's not take ones off that we don't need to take off. There's that one. That's a teeny tiny. Hopefully these are the same size. Or I'll tell you, you'll need to segregate them. Nah, that's the same size. Okay. This. Now, this is the screw. These two, I don't think you should do anything with, because they are the ones that are just screwed in enough. Oh, well, you got to take the pivot screw off, you dank. But, I mean, the other two, no, because those are at a specific depth to catch the scale. Okay, now, you going to come off of there? Of course they will. Oh, did I? No, I did. No, I don't need to do that. Oh, I've got a little dauber there that wants to hold on to that end a little bit. Come on, there you go. Good boy. Now, here we go, and I'll bet you $1 to $1. That's titanium. Yeah, it is titanium. So there you go. See? See how it does this? Here's how it goes. Like that. But then, see, it's open on this end. But then it's closed on this end. Machined down a little bit. So that it's a little more narrow here. And it's really going to go snugly fit that. God, I'm glad I'm not the guy having to run that computer deal. Because I'd never get there. I would never get there. Okay, so these are kind of like a multi-row. Can we call them multi-row? But they're way cool. I wonder if they're captured. Shit, I don't know for sure. I'm not sure I want to get any too familiar with them. Oh, I've picked up bearings before in my life, my friends. They don't really look captured, but there's some lube there that is holding them together, I think. Okay, so this is the back side. Does this just, well, I ain't going to push out. You got to take this out first. Okay, so there's all this. So really, if you wanted to service the knife, you can do it that way. I wonder, will this just come off? What's holding this in? Oh, is there a little spring under there? Yeah, there is, isn't there? Oh, so then this is going to pop off, and you got to put the spring under there, and that holds that in place, and okay. I think I've seen enough. You know what I mean? I need to pop that spring and let that fly across the floor, and then after I pull it off of that little pin there, and then all the rest of these come off of there, because you can just slide this whole damn thing out if you wanted to, which I think I've decided I don't want to. I don't know if you would ever need to unless you really got a lot of gunk under here and way down, like under this completely back in here, you know what I'm saying? Then you might want to take this entire liner out to clean underneath it. And it is captured pivot here, right? Okay. Gee, for some reason I can't push this through. Oh! You're going, boy, you do need to check yourself in. But okay, so that's enough. That's enough for you, because that's enough for me. I get curious to a point, and then when I start seeing little tiny springs, I've done this before, right? Never found the spring again. Had to go back to manufacturers, like beg some shit. So no, I ain't doing this. Of course, you can see that we've got titanium liners like I just showed, but I mean, there's a steel washer here, okay? So, you know, you got to have that because you got titanium for the interface there. But here we go. So I guess that's the way you're going to adjust your pivot. Hopefully it's just, yeah, okay. So is it dropping? Yeah, okay. So you can pretty much snug it up. Just don't get overzealous. You got ceramic bearings there. You don't want to crush them or anything. But it's not difficult to get this back together, is it? And there it is. Wow. Now, let's see. Will you drop for me? Okay. Good. Yeah. Not too difficult. I'm just not excited about doing the other side, actually. I would if I really, really needed to, but I'd need to grab me some needle nose pliers and make sure I get that spring out removed correctly before it removes itself. Yeah. Got it. Got it. So, pretty slick little setup here, isn't it? Nice little package. It comes in this nice little package. So you got this band that comes off of here, and then the Remette, and then this little thing that clips up here instead of, I guess, magnets or whatever. And then, a zipper pouch. And inside the pouch, you get microfiber cloth and the plastic that the knife comes in. So there's that. Yeah, I mean, wow, I've been talking about Remette for a while. This is what this says. And they keep rocking and rolling. They really do. Catch them on Amazon. Catch them on, oh my God, on tack knives. It's TACKNIVES. And then White Mountain Knives, Amazon, and the Remette website. Okay? That I know of. And they may be in more places now as a result. Cool little knife. Always doing something interesting. I saw a couple of other models that have come out even more recently than this. See if I can get them in my hands, because we're all in for Remette. And you guys, stay sharp.